Alright, Tristan and Kaiba. This is an interesting one because you really wouldn't think that Tristan would ever defeat Kaiba in a duel, but you know, strange things do happen in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! So the deck I've made for Tristan revolves mostly around Warrior, Beast Warrior, those kinds of... It's kind of like an early Joey deck, just with a bit less variation. It's mostly focused for Warrior and Beast Warrior. Kaiba's deck has been infinitely improved from his original starter deck. His anime deck is much better. Alright, here we go. Super War Lion, Hard Armor and Science Soldier, along with all the War Lion Ritual card as well. He's only got 6 stars worth of tribute material so far. Super War Lion is a 7-star monster. It doesn't have any effects, but it's a 2300 attack, so it does get... It can hit pretty hard. Alright, here comes Kaiba with his first move. Tristan played a Hard Armor. Kaiba 2 elects for a face-down defense and turn change back to Tristan. There's a monster. He can summon War Lion if he wants to. It is going to be a heavy cost because you are getting rid of 3 monsters because they're all 3 stars. However, Tristan has taken a very early advantage and got his second strongest monster onto the field. His strongest is Sengenjin, which is 2750. At least I think it's 2750. Super War Lion is on the field. Same strength and defense as Gaia. Sagi the Dark Clown has been destroyed. Turn change back to Kaiba and he's on the ropes already. Although Tristan now has no cards in his hand and Kaiba has drawn a Dark Hole early on. That gets rid of Super War Lion. And this is the downside to busting an entire hand on your first couple of turns. Tristan does activate a Trap Hole to get rid of the Battle Ox, but with no cards, he's basically attempting to play 1 card at a time, and Kaiba's still with 4. As long as he can set up a defense and get some attack going, Tristan's gonna struggle. Ooh, Millennium Shield. You need 5 stars, you need a tribute to get that to the field. It's a 3000 defense, so it will deflect a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Kaiba elects to end his turn without playing a card. And Rude Kaiser. Nothing for Tristan to play. Turn change back to Kaiba. He plays a face-down defense. That's curious. He hasn't elected to attack. Oh, and a Battle Steer as well. This is absolutely horrendous. Tristan is not drawing anything that he can play. What would that face-down defense be from Kaiba? I wonder. Oh, he's used it as a trade. He's used it as a sacrifice. It was Ancient Lamp. But anyway, he has got Swordstalker to the field. Swordstalker is going to inflict 2000 points of damage and Tristan's in big trouble. He needs something to play and he needs something to play quick. Because he can only take 3 more hits from that Swordstalker. Oh, Fissure. Alright, that's a good draw. They get Swordstalker off the field and Kaiba has also been struggling to play something down, so he may also not have anything to play. End phase again. Wow, both players struggling to play cards onto the field. Oh my god. And now Garuzzi's. Oh my god, Tristan could have won this battle by now if he had something to attack with that he could get onto the field. See, the thing is, Tristan gave up 3 monsters at the start to get that Super War Lion on the field. If he didn't play Super War Lion, he may have actually won this duel by now. Which is actually incredible. Okay, there's Ryukushin from Kaiba. He's finally got something else back onto the field. And Kaiba elects to attack. That'll take 1000 points off Tristan. Heavy loss. Tristan is down by 3000 life points. Oh no, he's just played Crush card. He will tribute... Oh my word, he has just tributed Ryukushin with the effect of Crush card. That will, by sacrificing a dark monster with 1000 or less, you can destroy you can check your opponent's hand and destroy up to 3 monsters with 1500 or more. Now, destroy the monsters in the deck. This is actually the opposing player's option. Tristan can choose to destroy 3 monsters with 1500 or more in his deck, which, depending on the type of deck that you have built, you may choose to do that, but for Tristan's deck, that wouldn't really be something that you'd want to do. I don't know why it's the other player's turn. For Crush Card to be effective, it kind of needs to... Oh my goodness. This is insane. He's just drawn Lava Battle Guard. Maybe he should have destroyed the 5-star monsters in his deck so he could actually draw something to play. Kaiba again with an end phase. He actually legitimately has... Oh, you were kidding me! I don't think I've ever seen this before. We're 20 turns in, and neither player can get a monster to the field. Kaiba, he's thrown away reinforcements. Okay, Tristan finally has something to play. It's a Prevent Rat as well, which is a 2000 defense. He'll be able to at least summon something in the next turn. Kaiba... Okay, he's drawn Lejin, or Lejin. He's finally got something to attack with. It's a shame he doesn't have his lamp to play Lejin with anymore. Anyway, Prevent Rat is 2000 defense. Kaiba will lose 200 points. But at least now we can actually start seeing some action and actually have a duel. Alright, there's Hero of the East. And Tristan has opted to get Millennium Shield onto the field, which isn't a bad idea. Remember, Kaiba does have blue eyes. And Millennium Shield will be able to deflect their attacks. Kaiba has tributed Lajin and summoned the Judge Man. Now, Kaiba may think twice about attacking because a tribute for a 5-star is a bit unusual. It looks like he is thinking about it. But he has gone to the battle phase, and he has decided to attack. He'll flush 800 points, taking him down to 7,000. Now, Millennium Shield is not going to be invulnerable. Kaiba does have magic traps that can get that off the field. There's Magic Jammer. That's a very, very good card. That can stop a fissure. It can stop a dark hole. All right, Hero of the East is played down. Have you ever read Hero of the East's description? Feel the strength of this sword swinging samurai from the far east. Feel the strength of this sword swing and samurai from the far east, man. It sounds like a Jamaican accent or something. I think it's actually supposed to be poking some fun at Joey, like his New Yorker accent. All right, Kaiba played a Monster Reborn and tried to get the Super War Lion onto his field, but there is a Magic Jammer, which Tristan has played, and he has deposited Sengenjin, which may have been a mistake because he could have tributed 2 monsters to get that onto the field. And did Judge Man not attack as well? I believe that there may have been an error made. Alright, there's a block attack by Judge Man, and Swamp Battle Guard is going to come to the field. Actually, okay, yes, the Judge Man, that was a misclick onto end phase. The thing is, if you, oh, there's a trap hole on, I'm getting lost in this as well, Lava Battle Guard. Because Millennium Shield is 3000 defense, if you tribute that and you pull Sengenjin to the field and Kaiba gets his blue eyes, you no longer have that defense, so I see the point of not wanting to sacrifice Millennium Shield. Even though Kaiba with that trap hole, it actually wouldn't have made any difference. If Tristan actually summoned a Sengenjin, he would have no monsters on the field and he would currently be getting attacked. So, even though that may have been a mistake, and a mistake by Judge Man, maybe that was a tactical move from Tristan. Again, I'm not the one playing, I'm just the one doing the commentary. But it actually turned out to be the best move, which is actually bizarre. Judge Man not attacking that turn, I do believe that was a misclick. For those who haven't played Legacy of the Duelist, the way your turn the way you sort of move into your different phases, it grays them out if there's nothing to do in that phase. And occasionally it can take you by surprise and you will skip straight to your end phase and accidentally click it, or something will activate during your battle phase and your brain will click and think you're in main phase 1 and you'll actually skip your main phase 2 and go straight to your end phase. Oh, here we go. Blackland Fire Dragon and Komori Dragon are both tributed for a Blue Eyes White Dragon. And there you go. In theory, if Tristan had actually tributed 2 monsters to get Sengenjin onto the field, Millennium Shield would have been tributed, Trap Hole would have been activated, and Tristan would have already lost. Alright, face down Speller Trap by Kaiba. This match is starting to get interesting because he's seeing Tristan's hand stop defense. Kaiba also has that in his deck. And if he draws that, Millennium Shield becomes basically a direct attack. So that's another thing that Tristan is going to be nervous about as well. He has got M Warrior 1 and Remedius of the Red Sword. Now there is a Castle Walls as well, so if something happens with Blue Eyes and it gets stronger, Tristan might be able to deflect it again. Alright, there's Ryukish Empowered. And Kaiba's got massive attack on his field. He's got enough to wipe out Tristan's life points if anything happens to Millennium Shield. There's Ninken Dog, but Tristan's really got nothing. He doesn't really want to play anything. He doesn't want to lose any more life points. Alright, there's Grappler. And I get the feeling it's only going to last so long before Kaiba finally draws Fissure or a Stop Defense or something. Okay, there's Blocker. Tristan's still opting not to play any other cards. There's no point. If he slaps down another monster, it's just going to get cooked. And if Tristan draws a Dark Hole, he could get rid of his... no, too late. There it is. Kaiba's drawn Stop Defense. So there was a mistake earlier with Judge Man not attacking, but it hasn't made any difference to the duel. After all, Tristan's going to activate his Castle Walls, just maybe hope that there's a glitch in the system or something, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a strange game. Sometimes you make a move that seems whack, like not getting your best monster to the field, and it actually protects you for a little bit longer. But such is the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! If Kaiba didn't have that Trap Hole, Tristan may have been okay for a little bit longer. But it's all over now. Tristan is going to lose the rest of his life points. Kaiba is going to pick up the win in the first match. Bit of a chaotic match. I had a difficult time calling that one. There was actually quite a lot going on, and the start of it was absolutely... I've never seen 2 duelists have such a difficult time getting a monster to the field. I thought the match would be one-sided, but I didn't think it would end up like that. That was an absolute... crazy match. Alright, Kaiba and Tristan, match number 2. Let's get into it. Alright, Kaiba is up 1-0, and we're looking at his perspective this time, and that's not a great start. He's got no monsters to play. He's got a Flute of Summoning Dragon and a Gift of Mystical Elf. See, this is maybe what was wrong with Kaiba's hand at the start of the last match as well. Okay, M Warrior 1 plays down. Tristan will be able to attack with that as well. And the Legendary Sword. Nice basic combo. 1,300 points off Kaiba straight away. Monster Reborn. That, again, doesn't help Kaiba. Oh, dear. It would be pretty funny if Tristan actually got a win against Kaiba, because you just would never pick that. It'd never happen in the anime. Alright, Tristan has played Ninkendog this time. Oh, and a Sojin. Good play. That's an extra 400 points split between those two monsters, 200 each. Oh my god, that's 3,500 points that's coming off of Kaiba. If Tristan's got another... Oh no, if Kaiba can't play anything this turn, he's beaten. Oh, what a draw. Lajin, the Mystical Genie, even though that's... Oh, he's got a reinforcements as well. He'll be able to... He plays down Gift of the Mystical Elf, he'll play reinforcements. And he will be able to destroy M Warrior 1. Nice. And now Ninkendog is probably going to attack. Because that's not a bad move, getting your opponent's other monster off the field. So you don't take a direct attack, at least. If Ninkendog attacks, Tristan is probably going to think that he's going to win 200 life points. I might have got the names mixed around. Oh, alright, there's reinforcements. Ninkendog has attacked. Lajin is going to be 300 points stronger. Alright, there goes Ninkendog. And Tristan is now in trouble because it's his turn. He's just failed an attack. And now he's got no monsters on the field. Okay, Legacy, like a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh games, this game did also have that pop-up every time when it wants you to activate a card. If you hold the B button, it actually bypasses that, but you need to be careful if you do that. Alright, Kaiba plays Monster Reborn. He's going to bring back the Ninkendog. And he could tribute it to summon Judgeman. It'd be better to tribute Lajin because that's technically the weaker monster. And that is what Kaiba does this time. Now, as long as he doesn't misclick anything. There's Gift of the Mystical Elf. See, that's what I mean. You saw that come up. See, main phase 2 was grayed out. If you accidentally hit that right button twice and you hit A just instinctively, you will go straight to your end phase, and sometimes that's what happens. I've done it many times against the AI, and see, and that time main phase 2 was illuminated. That does happen. Definitely does happen from time to time. Alright, block attack. That you can get Judgeman to defense mode at least. Kaiba plays a face down spell, oh sorry, Tristan plays a face down spell or trap, and he's decided to destroy his own Sojin. Has he got no monsters? He's played another spell or trap. Wow, he's got no monsters. That's probably a, it could be a Rude Kaiser, a Garuzzi's, anything like that. I believe Tristan is dead. It looks like Tristan has lost, although it was an absolute chaotic match. What's that face down? Beast Fangs. Yeah, Tristan had nothing. I tell you what, that duel was absolute chaos. That first match, I had a hard time calling that, and the second match that was only a 9-turn duel. But Kaiba has, as expected, has picked up the win, but oh boy, what absolute carnage. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed the chaos as much as I enjoyed trying to call that match. Let's pull up our tournament and let's have a look at who's playing next. Get it up on my screen. Round 2. Alright, so Kaiba and Tristan just played. Kaiba picked up the win. Yugi picked up the win in the last match. We've got Bakura and Rex next. That's a bit of an interesting one as well, because both Bakura and Rex have sort of similar strength in their monsters. And after that, Mokuba and Mai, that should be a victory for Mai very easily. Joey and Mako should be a great match. Paradox and Bones, I would probably pick the Paradox brothers. Who knows? Panic and Taya, Will Taya overcome the darkness? And Keith and Pegasus, a rematch of the Intercontinental Championship. Oh boy, well that's what's coming up. Well, as always, thanks everyone for tuning in. Wherever you are in the world, keep safe. Farewell.